Hey everyone, it's Tim Cross with Sharefaith. I'm the media director here, and I was in the Sharefaith community group the other day, and I noticed that some of you guys were asking for a 5-minute countdown with the text only. You didn't want any backgrounds with it, you just wanted the text on alpha so that you guys could take this and drop it on any background that you wanted. So what I ended up doing was I took a project file that I have in After Effects that I'm going to make available to you guys, but I went ahead and made a 5-minute countdown with Helvetica text, which is, let's be honest, the standard. It's Helvetica. You can use it for anything. But I already made a video for you on Alpha so you guys can drop that on anything. But I also wanted to show you guys how to use the After Effects file that I attached with it too. So let's just jump in there and let's see what this is about. So here we are. We're in the After Effects project file, and as you can see, there's just these two things right here. You have your composition and these assets here with another composition called countdown pre-text. So if you jump into this 5-minute countdown, you'll see that this goes for, well, 5 minutes, and as soon as it hits 5 minutes, it pauses and stays on 0, which is awesome. You guys can do whatever you want with this, but I want to show you what makes this After Effects project file a little bit special. Is if you jump into this pre-text composition, you will see 4 layers. Now, if you look at this, these are all separate text files. Now, the reason that I did it this way is I want this countdown to happen without the kerning to happen in between the countdown. So as the numbers count down, I don't want it to kern and to move because it's kind of distracting. So we have this, we use it all the time here at Sharefaith, but we have this preset, that uses some expressions, but that basically makes it so it doesn't move. So it'll count down and all of that goodness without the kerning changing at all, which is awesome. But I want to kind of share it because there's some special things that you can do with this. So if you jump into this countdown pretext and you jump here, you have these 4 layers like I mentioned earlier. Now if you go to the top layer and you go over here to effects, you can see that there's some controllers here that you can have. So this top one is countdown length in minutes. So say you didn't want a 5-minute countdown, say you wanted a 1-minute countdown, you could change this to a 1, and then instead of counting down to 5, it would count down to 1, and then as soon as it hit 0, it would just freeze there for however long your composition is, which is awesome. You can also, with these effects, you can hold it. You can hold the time, so you can say, hey, before you start counting down, I want you to hold for 20 seconds. So then at the 20-second mark, it will start to count down. Pretty awesome. Pretty simple too. Let's move this back to 5, and let's move this. So I want it to hold for 5 seconds, and I want the countdown to be 5 minutes in length. Now here's where some awesome stuff comes into play. So I set this up with Helvetica text, as you can see, but the way I have this kind of designed is you can change this font to any font that you want. So let's use one of the classic fonts out there, Gotham. We'll use Gotham Bold. Let's change all these out to Gotham Bold. And as you can see, the colon here is a little bit too close to this first letter. So how would we fix that? Well, in the second text layer, we're going to jump up to here, select this one, and then we have an option here to adjust the kerning. So in this case, we're going to adjust this kerning to make it the way that we want. So if we go back to 5 minutes, bam, we can kind of see that. And now it looks good, but now this number is a little too close. So we're going to come over here and adjust this one to where it looks good. So that's still a little too far off. Let's adjust that in a little bit. Quick pro tip here. If you hold down Control when you're using sliders, it doesn't in smaller increments instead of the larger increments. So when I hold down Control, I can move this on a smaller, more detailed layer. Pro tip. Anyways, okay. So I think that's good. 5 minutes, boom. Now if we go back to this, it's pre-comp, but I have this set on. And the reason I do that is it gives me these bounding boxes so I can just use my align to composition and then center that countdown up. And there you go. Simple, simple, simple. Now, like I said, you can change this text out to anything that you want. So it's very versatile. It's very easy to use. And if you were to render it out, you just want to make sure that you're doing it in alpha so that you can kind of put this the video over any background that you might have. But that's it. It's pretty simple. And I hope you guys found that helpful. And yeah, if you guys want to do more, you want to learn more, if there's anything else that you guys kind of come to mind, make sure to let me know. Join our Sharefaith community group and drop the questions in there. That's probably the fastest way to reach me. And yeah, hope you guys found this helpful. Thanks.